As I had said in my last video, number 99, my electrician friend Bob, also known as Puggy, had sent me 7 or 8 stories, and I divided them up. 'Cause it's supposed to be short stories. So here's the rest of them, and I'm adding in how I got my nickname. These first couple of stories are in Bobby's words, or Puggy's words. Moose and I were sitting up in a new cubicle in the offices. One of the women managers was working a few late hours from her usual day schedule. Moose and I were whistling as we worked, and she got pissed because we were disturbing her. She told us to stop whistling. Moose went to the shop to get something. As soon as he walked past her door, I started whistling, and she gave him hell. Remember the gal, I won't say who tore out the lights in the tunnel between the module and where we prepped the rolls for the machines? She claimed the hydraulic hose broke on the front end truck, causing it to extend, thus ripping out the lights. Moose and I got the job of changing the lights from being across the tunnel to being parallel to it, to make sure nobody came through with the mast too high again. Thanks, Bob, also known as Puggy. I remember all these events, some by accident and some by the devious. Those of us who worked on the farm, the development lines, could probably come up with some dandies. Reading your stories made me realize that most of us had nicknames. I guess that's what happens when you work together for 25 plus years. I had been in A module for about 18 months. One night something was going on with quality on line 5. I went over to talk with Ray, the trout fisherman, about it. I was checking quality at the station before the curtain sealer. We talked some, and for some reason I gave him a Fat Albert approval of hey, hey, hey. I tagged myself. For the next couple of years, I was Fat Albert. Then it became just Albert for the rest of my career. The funny part was when the farm was shut down and our folks in that department were to be dispersed throughout the national lines. There was a big meeting to make the assignments. When Don Beyer is going to 1 and 2, of the 15 people in the room, only 2 knew who I was. Everyone else thought I was a new hire and didn't realize that Albert was not my real name. I'm already getting some input from some old timers about some of these stories and some reminders about some other stories. So there have been some dandies over the years. Keep in mind, I've made these stories like this for my vision impaired folks, friends and relatives. That was the whole focus, and I hope they all enjoy it. Seems like they are. I don't claim to be a professional, but this is kind of fun, thinking about all this stuff. So that concludes the end of story group number 2. And as always, I wish everyone all the best.